Alright guys, welcome back to BattleTech, and as I had to cut the stream off very fast as I did with the first episode, we're going to have a little bit of an aftermath episode here because I've got quite a bit of cleanup to actually do in game here. First off, I want to take a visit by the mech lab, the bunks here, and let's see if I've got anyone who needs to be leveled up. I could... The nice thing when you start getting high enough on the guts is you start getting heat over your overheat threshold bonuses, which can be pretty good. But getting that minimum range modifier reduction could be actually considered a little more useful. It's kind of hard to say. The further along you go here, you also get your called shot mastery on tactics. With guts, you also have the chance to pick up Juggernaut, and that's a nice to have. But when I start dealing with mechs like that, when you're talking about knocking back a target one initiative phase, you're really not helping unless you're actually taking down the target proper. So you engage the target, you knock them down, you cause a hit to their initiative, and then this basically does another hit. But the problem is the thing that's really going to that would apply the most to would be a light mech. Because you're going to knock it back down to the same execution threshold as a heavy. You could knock a medium down to, or a assault down to a medium, but that's really about it. I'm really much more of a fan of actually working my way up to breaching shot for the cases where that's my my other passive use there. Especially because when you're doing multi-shot, if you do multi-shot and one of your multi-shots is only firing one weapon, it counts as a use of breaching shot. So you can absolutely wreck a whole ton of units in cover, or at least start knocking down their penalty just by applying this. So if there's anything I'm going to go for, it's going to be the gunnery skill in that, because I'm going to work my way up to that pretty darn quickly. So Behemoth is going to get a gunnery boost. She's my second 6-gunner here. Dita, I have not had you on any missions lately. Decker, for the same reason, I think I'm going to actually go for you for the base weapon hit and get you up to breaching shot, because you're also a multi-shot personality.
Waiting for orders.
Lich, same thing, but I need to get 300 more before I can move her up. Could get piloting, but I don't think that's necessarily worth it. Could get guts, no autocannons, so that's not really a priority. Minimum range, not too worried about it, so yeah, we'll save up.
Yeah.
Use has not been out lately. Tailgate has not been out recently. And then there's me, 5,000 XP. I'm working my way up towards the Master Tactician.
Training complete.
We've got that done. Okay. That is the downside of everyone else. I need to train up another mech warrior here. I need to start getting D-Dot out on missions again, so I can get him trained up in tactics, because I need another person who's got a decent Master Tactician set up, so I can stick them in my heavier mechs as I get them. Mech Bay. Mech Bay is going to be a minor mess, because I should only have one mech that needs repairs, because somehow everything got blasted off the armor, which it didn't. I have to go back and watch the footage for that, but there is no way you can tell me that a single DFA attack or anything is going to cause this. This glitch is... In the early days, it's painful, because that's 5 days of time, but it's the money cost that really does hurt you a bit. And you can see I'm not doing too bad up here, so I'm in a decent spot there, and I can even still field the... I can still field my unit, because I've got 4 valid mechs, even if I don't necessarily want to send the spider out, which actually... We're going to go ahead and actually send that to storage. And let's see what I've got in storage here. I don't think I have anything to... I've got 2 Panthers and the spider itself that I could set up. Panther, not so much. Those I'm definitely going to be selling off once I get back to somewhere that's actually got a store. And... So we've got you set up right, you're set up right. What do we have left for contracts? We should have nothing left here. That's good, so I can pick my next one. This one's probably going to be over my head a bit. A little worried about that, especially because that's also a desert fight, so heat's going to be working against me. This one's going to be a little more up my alley, but it's Martian, so heat's still kind of a problem there. It's also on Untrans, so I think what I'm actually going to do is take on a mission in the aftermath here, just to knock this out of the way, because this should be a pretty quick one. I mean, it's a one-head shot, and that I think will line me up pretty well to take on the next 2-head, and then also this one's going to be a little more of work when I get there. So let's go ahead and negotiate that. I'm going to go for kind of the same approach. You see, I can't even salvage a mech out of this. But the reason for going a little cheap on... I want to get some salvage out of it. The reason for doing that is I can sell it off if I do it in bulk. Yeah, it's not much when you're doing it one by one, but if you sell off a lot of your stuff in bulk, you build it up over 4 or 5 missions, it really can be a bit of a paycheck. You can bounce yourself up another $250,000 just by doing this. And in this case, I want to go with that because I want the difficulty to be slightly lower. So let's go ahead and accept that. Take off out of orbit. And head on over. Dumpty-dumpty-dumpty-dumpty-doo. Centurion is taking the final finish. Monthly fun. You can see I'm pretty good. I'm still another 5 months away from bankruptcy at this point. Now that's going to change a little bit once you get the Argo, because a lot of the money that you would put into that, hanging on to, is going to start going into adding random things to your ship. But that's going to do things such as improve repair times for starters, to the point where most of your stuff is going to be down to 3 or 4 days at most, maybe 5 days for a really bad battle. Then you can actually make the dropship faster, so it's quicker to get between points, so you're not, having to wait around for that. You've got the med bay that can increase the healing. Downside is all of that's also going to increase your monthly cost, so it looks great that you can do all this stuff once you get this really special dropship in your hands. What you do after that well dream mission, it's not gonna be all, roses and trips and frolics in the garden. Alright, Untran. Let's go ahead and throw in a unit real quick on this mission. Ready to proceed with current contract. Here is the other reason why I want to make sure that this is a little easier than normal, because we're going to need to keep Thugboat in the cockpit to keep him going. Decker, because he's now up to 5. I want to actually bring Medusa in, and Behemoth, I am pretty good with where she's at. We're going to bring in D-Dot, but let's flip the 4-gunner over here. Vindicator's just got the PPC minimum weapons complement. I want to start training up these guys just a little bit, because inevitably I'm going to come up to a point where some of these people are going to die, and I'd rather have someone at least a little more in line with a 4-gunner than anything else. Just get them a little bit of extra experience, because again, on the Argo, you have the special mech trainers that you can install. Those only apply up to a certain limit, and if you want to get the ones that really help train new people quickly, you've got to pay out a lot of money to get there. I mean, a lot, because in order to enable the very highest tier of it, which is what really gives you the biggest boost, that's a 2.2 million price tag on it, and a not too small addition to your bottom line every month.
Command interface initiated.
Okay, got the enemy Lance on radar. They're in the area and they're powered up. They must have seen coming in the Leopard. Well, yeah, big giant dropship plummeting out of the sky. What do you think they're doing? Now, the Martian terrain is an interesting one to fight on. And what you really kind of want to do is find a good spot. You want to find these guys here. These dust clouds are pretty darn handy to work out of.
What can I do for you?
And if we can get there in time, I would certainly love to do it.
Uh-huh.
Question is getting there in time, of course. Only go as fast as my fastest mech lets me, and not all of them are very fast.
Good to go.
Glitch. Come on down. This is going to give us some cover on this approach because they're going to be over there. They've got the higher ground. I don't want to necessarily... Oh, perfect. Good. So they're down at this level, actually. Perfect. That is exactly how I want to arrange this fight if I can.
Location confirmed.
Everyone in that dust cloud or behind it. The reason why I'm saying this, with pointing out this thing with the dust cloud, is there is a mission that you will fight later on, a story mission, where being able to... You want to be able to take advantage of dust clouds when you find them, because they are very handy at giving you some very fast impromptu cover. Especially some strategic fast impromptu cover.
We've got an unknown on sensors.
Looks like Thugboat has hit enough hours in his cockpit that he's able to recognize tonnage
Waiting
now,
on
which
you,
is
Commander.
very handy. Very careful how
I
do
read you,
this.
Commander. Moving out.
And I want to keep the flank. I don't want to have too much of my flank exposed to the enemy. And let's actually use your ability because I'm hitting on that flank. Take that right torso. Perfect. Thugboat, get in there and let's see if we want to have you attack or if we want to have you sensor lock. That's a good odds, so sensor lock.
Sensor lock on target.
That should make him easier to hit for the last two members of my lance. Get you in
Ready
there.
for orders.
I can't get you in there, so you're gonna have to stay out. I want you to just the right torso twist then. Anything on the hill trying to engage you should be in front arc. Drop the medium laser because you're not going to have a good chance to hit with
Roger
it.
that.
Not to mention the fact that at this point, that medium laser was probably overkill because Medusa's going to come down here and finish my thing up.
Heading out.
Isn't that right, Medusa? Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Saying them all. Yep. Okay, go. Medusa's catching on to the idea here. One target down. That's 33%. They've got two more units out there. One we know is up on the hill. He is in the process of coming down. Panther. Okay, and he entrenched, and the other one's a light mech as well. Okay. So, looks like it's going to be another day of PPCs for me at this point. Let's go ahead and see what we can do with this. What would make sense is to go after that PPC there.
Got
I wanna
something
do
you
that
want
with
done?
my best shot, though. Which is not that. So, Thugboat, I do need you to sensor lock. Which is going to hurt because I'm going to have to stand still for it, but...
Sensor lock on target.
Yep.
I hear ya.
Receiving you.
Enable your medium laser. Still a crappy to hit chance. I get over there, and then you're indirect fire on everything. That's not much of a help. Nope, nope, nope.
Good to go.
Don't pick another mech just because I happen to click on him because I couldn't see him in the sandstorm.
Moving to position.
BattleTech, the game that disguises your mech so well in sandstorms that you can't even see them, and you click on them by accident. Better shots. Liking that. Let's think about a center torso hit on him if I can, or... Actually, no, it's a Panther. Right torso. Panther's right torso is where you want to target your attacks if you have a shot at it. In this case, I didn't. It went right into the stupid rock. That was a waste.
Waiting for
The
orders.
reason why I want that right torso is that's going to knock out the SRM's ammo, and it's going to knock out the... If you blow out the hole in the torso, it will also knock out the arm and everything with it. Need direct fire while I'm in cover. It's going to be that.
Coordinates received.
Glitch, let's see if you can improve on the situation here. Because I don't really care about that locust. That locust is going to drop pretty darn fast. I mean, let's be honest. We're talking about a SRM locust. I'm not really worried about 2 SRM2s.
Take this!
I'm more worried about PPC. Especially on a high. That is the last thing I need.
Commander. Copy that.
I think it's going to hit one on cover. It's okay. Fire it up. Right leg. Okay. Not going to complain about that. I mean, this is a simple mission. I want to get my other mech warriors some experience in. Have them a chance to be trained up to something useful. Not exactly sure what this guy is doing. Okay, yep. 2 SRMs. Easy enough. He's going for his movement modifier. Crappy 2 hit on him. Jump. Nope. Good jump clear. Or I could just do this. It's not probably going to be close enough to do that, but... 45 versus... Ugh. Versus moving too fast. I've got to clear that rock face. Oh, hey, Mr. Panther's going to do that for me. Well, if you were going to come down here, you could have just said so. I saved myself some ammunition, some extra heat generation.
What can I do for you?
I mean, for that matter, all I can have to do is just...
Got it. This is gonna be good.
Oh, for the love of... You missed.
Get you next time.
Well, she's not hot anymore. She managed to deal out some of the
Waiting for orders.
additional instability that was going on.
Moving out.
And I can continue taking advantage of Mr. Panther, because now he's got something to think about out here. Like, does he want to actually try to go for the rear shot on that with the PPC?
Let's see how you like
In plain view of everyone else in my lance? Or for that matter, now he's lost his SRM-4 ammo.
Yes, Commander. I get you. On the move.
Hey, Dita, how about you give him back a PPC shot here? He lent one to us. I think we should return it.
Engaging target.
It's cross body. You managed to hit the
Critical hit,
right
Commander.
leg. Okay. You are going for the... no, you're not. Meanwhile, Mr. Locust is coming down to play, too. Huh. Oh, he's in a rock field. That means melee is going to absolutely
Good to go.
suck against him. Right side arc, melee attack.
On my way.
See if you can do better this time, Glitch. Thank you. 'Cause I got 3 against 1 on that Locust.
Did you see that? Did you see it?
So easily excitable. Tugboat, lock the sensors on
Sensor
the
lock
Locust.
on target.
We're now down 2 evasion, sir.
Standing by.
No, where is a good... That's actually a non-rocky spot. But it's in the PPC's minimum range. Yeah, I think that's going to be the best I can do. I want that PPC shot to hit more than anything else.
Target confirmed.
It's wide. Nothing hit him. But 1 less evasion. Okay. Medusa, you
Ready for
have the
orders.
advantage of having that. Being in that mech is not going to help you, because you can see right there on the left, +4 difficulty to hit units within rough terrain with melee attacks. And it's 150 stability damage from all attacks, though. So that tells me... At this range, if I can do
Got it.
that... If I had some missile weapons, this would be the perfect thing to be hitting him with right now. But, not this
Eat
case.
this.
Or I can destroy the left leg.
Let's get fired up. There's
I can
work
destroy
to
everything
do.
there. Done. Mission over. Damn hard to hide a single mech, much less a whole lance of them. Single
Mission
mech?
successful.
What's a mech? Alrighty. It's been a long night of streaming. I did not intend to do a 5 hours of streaming and then an extra half hour or so of recording. So that's why I want to make this nice and quick. Everything's good. We shouldn't have anything for mech bay to repair. Salvage is going to look like crap. Yeah, everyone came back intact. And I've just got a locust out of that. And yeah. Not much great salvage there. Permit, give me whatever you want. Good. Okay. What I'm going to do is take a quick trip through the mech warriors again, make sure they're good, spend any experience that needs to be spent. And I'm going to show you guys the salvage system and kind of how I'm, around this point of the game, how I kind of survive on doing less in the way of missions where I'm looking for more money and more in the ways of looking for a little bit of extra salvage. We've salvaged another locust from all the parts that we got. And Centurion's still got some work to do. Good shape there. Everyone's in perfect health.
Waiting for orders.
Yes, Commander.
Ida got some experience. I could... Saving him up for Tactician, which is a passive. Multi-target would be useful. Both of those are passive, so I can't gain anything. If you want to get Master Tactician, unfortunately, it means that you have to forego anything above a piloting 4 until you can actually get this. Gunnery, because that's active, I definitely am all set for that. So I want to increase your gunnery, increase your piloting.
Training
Got an additional unsteady threshold, which is always a good thing to have.
Commander?
Which you are now one step closer to getting your breaching shot.
Training complete.
Take forever and a day.
Waiting for orders.
USA,
Yes, Commander.
Tailgate, you did not get anything enough. And Thugboat, yeah, you got a while before you're going to hit that. Okay. There's no store here. Really? I have things I need to sell off. Why are there no stores? Oh, hey, you can hire a Chupacabra. Conqueror, Gnarly, Quarterback.
Good to go.
Enlisted Navy recruit. Interesting. You go from the Navy to being a mech warrior. Sahara Tots.
Let's do this.
Tots. Wow, that's one heck of a call sign. Alright, let's see. Can't do anything about that. We've got enough berths. Contracts. Imperial seizure, bargaining ships. This one would probably go through pretty quickly. Local pirate organization stores its payroll before distributing it. Oh, really? We're gonna tip over an ATM here, guys. Anyways, I think what I'm going to do is... I mean, this one's such a crap one. I don't want to take on a 2-star mission until I'm back on camera normally. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to pick up covert supplies, because I can always do payroll seizure as a very easy mission to deal with any losses I take from it. So next week, or next stream really, I don't know how often I'll consider... I might pick up the pace a little bit. I'm kind of still figuring out how I want to time this sort of stuff. We're going to pick up with this mission and see what we've got. We need a mercenary company to intercept one of the supply caravans heading out to the secret base. Even if we can't find their facility, we can still starve them out. Players don't really have any more of a legitimate claim to the system than anyone else, but they do have the money hires, which is a solid argument for ownership. I don't trust my EXO, can you tell? Going full salvage on that. And that's where we are going to leave off this particular mission. Really? You want me to actually start... Okay, well, we're going to pick that one up next time when I can actually get in and do that sort of thing. So we'll save that there. And thanks, guys, for watching. I will catch you in the next episode.